Talk more about this, we can bring in Patrice Navarro, lawyer at Hogle Lovells and a specialist in the protection of personal data. Thank you very much for joining us here on France 24. How worrying is this ruling for tech companies?
Yeah, this is a big blow. Clearly, it's a boom to data transfers, and everything is about data transfers nowadays, especially for tech companies, but for every company and every actor needs to have data transfer from the EU to the US. So for now, other mechanisms exist, but clearly every data flow has to be reconsidered carefully by any company dealing with the US.
So what does this change for users in the short term? Nothing.
No, for the users, this should be pretty neutral. It's all the companies that are now exchanging data with the US that are in a kind of mess right now. Like 5,000 companies probably were relying on something called the Privacy Shield, and here it is a Privacy Shield which has just been cancelled this morning.
So will the sorry to interrupt you there, because I want to know, will the European Commission have to come up with a new Privacy Shield, considering they've been unsuccessful in the past?
Yeah, they could, but you're right. This case law is called Schrems II, because as you said, the activist Max Schrems, put that forward and brought this case to the ECJ. But the first case, Schrems I, was about safe harbor. Safe harbor was a previous mechanism which has been cancelled, and now the second mechanism put in place to replace safe harbor has been cancelled again. So we know that there will be a lot of work at the Commission, and they will be speaking pretty soon now. There's a press release by the Commission, the European Commission, on what they will do next.
Switching gears to another topic, and the Twitter accounts of very high-profile individuals, including the man who wants to be the U.S. president, was hacked just yesterday. Do we know the full extent of that hack?
Probably not yet fully. You know that any hack needs a lot of investigation to know all the details. That was probably from a phishing attack, and we saw hundreds of phishing attacks every day now, and it's really an easy way to get credential to accounts. That's really easy to hack accounts. In fact, people are probably not careful enough, but it's very hard to be careful enough. Everyone has to be extremely careful, and the funny thing is that it's a major hack, but just to propose some kind of very basic Bitcoin scheme, which could have been much worse, in fact.
Because it's pretty damaging, because we don't know what was taken, whether direct messages with people were taken, because this is people including Joe Biden, Barack Obama, Elon Musk.
Yeah, that was both to send these creepy messages over these Twitter accounts, but that was also giving access to admin rights and to direct messages between people. We don't know exactly what the hackers were able to get.
Maybe we'll get the information as they leak it out in the days and weeks to come. Patrice Navarro, thank you very much for joining us on the program today.
You're welcome.
Now, in